just getting away.
Hey, how are you? Rep, what's up? Good to see you. What's up, dude? Who's riding back there? All right. I got it. All right, ready? Thanks, guys. Are you going straight out? Yeah, no line to go in. It's right in. Play that door. You're ready.
Why is this press guy blocking the shot?
He's one of his people.
God.
Isn't it? It's like he's doing it deliberately. You would be very unhappy with our video.
Really?
We couldn't be up there with this.
I don't know.
Too late now.
Nah, he's going.
You got him? If you want to go up here on top of the grass.
It's going to be a mess. Never mind.
Just stand in the way.
Let's get those people with the jackets out of the way. All right, let me go. All right, we'll be right back.
What is it with this guy? I'm fucking losing.
Is that screwing everybody up that's there right now? No.
No.
You need to put a jacket on that. I know. It's not your fault.
When he comes out, I asked him to just keep it clear.
It's him.
No. Oh, he has to start. I did. I was helping. I'm getting some notes. I'm sorry.
I didn't know he was part of the security. I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. I'm trying to help.
So it's okay if he walks up to his podium, right?
Yeah. So like, I asked the girl in the gray to like move as soon as it comes out. You guys get back on. Yeah. I keep tripping over this thing, and I'm 35 weeks pregnant. Thank you.
that little woman with the big handbag is one of his staff. He's not security. No. it's getting in the way again.
Hey everybody, got a beautiful fall day. We just cast our ballot. It's good to be back out here in the neighborhood, and I hope every Pennsylvanian who's eligible to vote gets out today and votes and makes their voice heard. That strengthens our democracy, it strengthens our communities, it strengthens our Commonwealth. And with that, I'm happy to answer any questions you guys have.
Governor, I have a question related to voting on SEPTA. There was just a news conference we heard from Secretary Sean Duffy speaking about SEPTA financial issues, safety issues, saying that conversations he's had with you have been productive.
Yeah.
But still expressed concern about what he said maintenance and management.
Yeah.
Where do things stand today in terms of funding and ensuring maintenance?
Yeah, just before I got here, I wrapped up a productive meeting with Secretary Duffy, along with Senators Fetterman and McCormick and leaders at the Department of Transportation, including our PennDOT Secretary Mike Carroll. I think we all recognize that safety is our top priority at SEPTA. SEPTA's got some work to do to examine the silver liners, the trolleys, and make sure that they are safe for passengers. I also stressed to Secretary Duffy and everyone else there the importance of getting recurring funding out of Harrisburg. That's something I've been fighting to do for years. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to get the Senate to acquiesce yet. We're going to continue to work on that, and also make clear to our federal partners we're going to need their help in order to do the overhaul of the system. But I would just tell you we had a productive meeting. I'm grateful to Secretary Duffy for his engagement. I think we agreed to reconvene in roughly a week or so as we get the results from these tests, and we're going to work together to get this done.
They also talked about the buses, subways, trolleys. They brought out, highlighted some other issues. Do you think the issue with SEPTA is bigger than what we originally believed?
Yeah, I think we're all on the same page in wanting to make sure that safety is the top priority. SEPTA's going through those tests now. We all agreed on the timeline for them to complete those tests. And then once they're done with those tests, we'll have a full inventory of what is needed. And I anticipate going back to the legislature to ask them for support. Obviously, Secretary Duffy has heard me loud and clear. We're going to need federal support, and I think we're going to work together to get all that done.
Lastly from me, riders, we're talking to them all the time. They're fed up. A lot of them say they feel like there's no end in sight. What's your message to them in terms of how long they're going to have to be dealing with it?
SEPTA is vitally important for our region. It strengthens our economy. It allows families to get where they need to go, kids to get to school, you name it. It's critical. That's why for years I've been fighting for recurring funding. I hope Republicans in Harrisburg join me in doing that. I'm pleased to be able to work with the Republican administration in Washington to get some funding here. We all want to invest in SEPTA and make sure it is strong. And by the way, I know your questions are specifically about SEPTA, but the same goes for all of our mass transit agencies across Pennsylvania. They're absolutely vital and critical.
What about SNAP benefits? A lot of pantries are taxed right now. And I was just at Phil Abundance, and they're trying to prepare for this to keep going. What else is Pennsylvania able to do to help people out at this time?
Well, first, let's explain the problem. As a result of the federal shutdown, we do not have federal funds going to SNAP or food stamps. And that is a direct result of the fact that Donald Trump and the Republicans won't reopen the federal government. They control both branches of the Congress and obviously the White House. I hope they come to their senses and they come back to work and they actually pass funding that's going to allow us to fund SNAP. Here in Pennsylvania, SNAP recipients, of which there are 2 million of our fellow Pennsylvanians who get SNAP, that costs about $366 million each month. The federal government has told the states, do not outlay any cash for SNAP, because if you do, you will not be reimbursed. And so instead, I declared an emergency on Friday and went to Phil Abundance, where you just were, and was able to, as a result of my emergency declaration, free up over $5 million of initial money to go to our food banks to support them. In addition to that, I've set up a private food fund to go to our food banks and have raised $2 million from generous Pennsylvanians who want to help, on top of the 5 already. That's something we can do initially. In addition to that, I sued the federal government to try and get them to fund SNAP. Now, we got a partial victory where they directed the federal government to spend about half of the monthly allotment. The problem with that court order, the problem with that victory we had in court, is by their own admission, USDA said it would take well over a month to drive those dollars out because of their bureaucratic hurdles that they set up. So it's not really a viable option for people who are hungry right now. The best way we can feed people is by getting the federal government to reopen, getting Donald Trump and the Republicans to do their job. And in the short term, what I'm going to do is keep funding our food banks, where we've seen long lines here in southeastern Pennsylvania and all across our Commonwealth. It is very, very sad to see so many Pennsylvanians be right on that edge of food insecurity. We've got to tackle this problem, and we're doing everything we can at the state level, despite the strong headwinds coming from Washington, D.C.
Last question?
Okay? Everybody enjoy your day. Thank you.
Governor, First Lady, we're going to head over here. Hey, it's Governor Josh Shapiro. I'm back in my home county of Montgomery County with our
I think you should have a picture of us with him.
here in Montgomery County and all across. Get out.
you.